and welcome to this video. Right, this is going to be my week 4 secondary objective for the WarbossTae painting challenge, which is basically to have a rant about something. So excuse the fact that I'm just using the laptop here, but just been inspired to make this video. Had a bit of a funny day today, so yeah, there's two things actually. The first one is actually I want to do a shout out. So I've just been watching some videos, just catching up on my feed. There's a video by WARHAMMER, and he's just put up a video response actually to my 5,000 subscriber competition. I just watched that video. I mean, I've been subbed to him right from the beginning anyway. He's just a great guy. He's doing some really good content on there. I just looked at how many subs he's got, and he's got 48 subs. And it's things like that that inspires me on YouTube. Seeing someone that's doing some fantastic work on YouTube and they've got hardly any subscribers. And I just think it's only right that I share channels like that with you guys. So yeah, there's a link in the description below to WarHAMMER. Go and check him out, go and give him a sub. How fantastic would it be to get him up to 100 subs from this video? So I would really appreciate if you go and check him out, and I know you won't regret it because he's a really great guy. So that's one reason why I wanted to make this video. The other reason is I've had something happen to me today which made me think about things, and actually fact about my granddad. So let me explain to you what happened today. So well, actually a good few days ago, probably about 5 days ago-ish, I started getting a toothache, and went to see the dentist, had an emergency appointment. They had a look at it, did all the x-rays, checked stuff on the filling and stuff, so everything seemed to be absolutely fine. So the only thing we can't see from the x-ray is whether there's a hairline crack in there. So they said the best thing to do is we'll clean it up and then see how you get on. So that's what they did, they cleaned it up. So I came home, and the next day my tooth really started hurting. I wasn't able to get another dentist appointment until today, so I went back today, and they took the filling out, had a look at it, and I did have a crack, and apparently it's really deep. They said I could have had root canal stuff and then a crown and stuff, be about 300 quid or something. And they said even then, even if they do all that work, they may not be able to save the tooth. So I said, well, just take it out basically. So I thought it'd be quite a simple job, you know, they're just going to make my tooth numb and just out. No. I think it's because I had a cracked tooth, and my nerves and stuff were really sensitive, and they gave me the injection obviously, and then they started going in. I could still feel it. Anyway, I know nothing about dentistry, but basically I ended up having the maximum amount of injections or numbing stuff that they can physically put on in one session. I don't know how many it was. It felt like I had 7 injections, but I don't know if that's right or not. And that's what it felt like. And I was in that seat for about an hour and a half trying to take this tooth out. And then their head sort of consultant person came in the end, because I was still feeling pain after all the injections. So anyway, this head honcho came in, and he basically said to me, he said, if we can't get it out now, you've had the maximum amount of treatment, of injections and stuff. He said, if you can't get it out now, then you've basically all we can do is he said, file it down and fill it, and then you'll have to come back in a couple of weeks' time. And I'm sitting in the chair thinking, I've just gone through all this pain. There's no way I'm going home for a couple of weeks and then coming back to have it all done again. So I said to myself, it's coming out. So he said, I'm going to have one more go. So I literally grinned. Well, I didn't grin because you can't grin. So I literally just took the pain, and he did it one way, and I'm like, ugh. And he did it the other way, and he said, oh, that doesn't hurt so much because I'll only go that way. So he just went that way, and in the end, he got it out. Anyway, I'm very painful and sensitive in there after all the injections and stuff. Probably why I'm talking a bit funny. So the long and short is of that very long story is that made me think of my granddad. So this is where the title of the video comes from. During the war, yeah, okay, it's a very poor impression of Only Fools and Horses. Uncle Albert. Yeah, my granddad, not my real granddad actually, because my real granddad died in World War II, obviously, and he went out to wherever they went with his best friend, and my real granddad got killed. Apparently, we don't know the ins and outs of it. I think he died somehow on the way back home. But anyway, so my best friend, my granddad's best friend, came home, and he actually ended up marrying my grandma, and they had children and everything together. Now my mum, obviously, my mum was very young when he died, and in actual fact she never got to see him. So I've obviously never even seen a picture of my real granddad. But my granddad's friend, who I grew up knowing as my granddad, he was captured in the war in a Japanese prisoner camp, and he had all of his teeth extracted, obviously with torture, among other stuff that happened to him. And I'm sitting in this chair, like in this agony, like, oh no, that hurts, oh don't do any more, another injection. And then I'm thinking, wow, my granddad, how brave, how do you cope with something like that, being in a prisoner of war camp and having those things happen to you, your fingernails pulled out, your teeth pulled out. It just made me think of my granddad and think about how lucky we are, really, that we don't live in a world that's like that anymore. Wow. Do you know what I mean? So it just made me think of my granddad and stuff, and as I had to make a secondary objective video ranting about something for 5 minutes, which I've managed to do, I thought I would just share it with you guys. So that's my little war story. Yeah. Okay, so that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and please go and check out DZ Saber. The link is in the description below.